They say every road leads somewhere, but what if one leads nowhere at all? On the edge of a quiet state line, far from any city lights, there's a stretch of pavement the locals never drive after dark. They call it Highway 23, long, empty, endless, a ribbon of gray cutting through forests and fog. For years, it's been known for one thing: cars found on the side of the road, engines still running, doors wide open, but no driver in sight. The first incident happened in late autumn, 5 years ago. A delivery driver named Alan Brooks was found missing from his truck, which was parked neatly by the shoulder. His radio was still on, whispering static. Inside were his keys, his phone, a half-eaten sandwich. Everything was exactly where it should be. Everything except him. Police searched for days. No footprints, no sign of a struggle. Not even tire marks suggesting another car had stopped nearby. Just silence, and the faint smell of rain. In the months that followed, more cases surfaced. It was the same story every time. Different drivers, different vehicles, but the same eerie signature. All cars were found on Highway 23 within a 30-mile radius. All engines were still warm, and there was not a single trace of where the people went. Investigators began noticing something else, a pattern in the timing. Every incident occurred between midnight and 3 a.m. Those who drove that road after midnight often described the same feeling, that time itself slowed down, that the world grew distant. Headlights seemed dimmer, the air felt heavier, and the line between reality and a dream grew thinner. Some called it a curse. Others blamed the road itself, the way it twisted through old mining land, or how the soil was rich with iron and magnetic rock. But scientists who studied the area proposed something different. They believed Highway 23 was a perfect storm of geography and psychology, a place where isolation amplifies the mind's deepest fears. According to one researcher, the longer you drive through silence, the more you start hearing your own thoughts echo, until they sound like someone else's voice. It wasn't ghosts or aliens, it was the mind turning on itself. Then came the tape. A trucker named Melissa Grant had been documenting her late-night routes for a podcast she ran called Road Echoes. On one recording, she sounds calm at first, talking about the stillness of the forest, the hum of her tires, the strange beauty of the road. But halfway through, something changes. Her voice drops. She says softly, "There's a car behind me, no lights, but I can see it in the mirror." Seconds later, there's a long silence. Then she whispers again, I think it's my own reflection." Her truck was found, parked at mile marker 87. The engine was still running, but there was no Melissa. Only one person ever came back. A local man named David Warren disappeared for 2 full days. His car was discovered idling on the side of the road, but he wasn't inside. 2 mornings later, he walked into a diner 20 miles away, dazed, dehydrated, and silent. When asked where he'd been, he only said one thing: "I followed the light." He claimed he saw headlights in the fog, moving ahead of him, always just out of reach. When he finally caught up, the car vanished, and he was standing in an open field. His watch showed a time that didn't exist. A group of researchers began mapping all the reported cases, cars, sightings, and disappearances. The data revealed something startling. Every single incident formed a spiral shape across the landscape, a perfect mathematical curve that led toward a dense patch of forest known locally as the Vale. Some believed it was just coincidence. Others thought the road itself was designed to loop in on human perception, creating a feedback between memory and distance. The farther you drove, the less real you felt. The more you tried to leave, the deeper you went. Around midnight, local radio frequencies begin to behave strangely along Highway 23. Listeners describe picking up faint transmissions, not music or talk shows, but whispers. When played backward, the recordings form coherent phrases. One of them says, "Don't stop the car." Engineers tested the phenomenon and confirmed that the radio band sometimes loops existing signals, fragments of emergency broadcasts or old CB chatter. But the message always appeared at the exact same coordinates, the same spot where the first car was found. In 2022, a team of cognitive scientists conducted an experiment. Volunteers were asked to drive down Highway 23 with EEG monitors and navigation trackers. At first, all readings were normal. Heart rates steady, brain activity predictable. But after 20 minutes, strange anomalies appeared. Small lapses in short-term memory. Drivers forgot turns they'd already taken. Some thought they'd passed the same sign multiple times. Others claimed the fog seemed to move against the wind. The deeper they went, the more their perception drifted. None of the drivers reported seeing anything unusual. Yet when reviewing the dashcam footage, brief flashes of light could be seen, faint reflections that didn't match the car's movement. The last major case came from a young filmmaker named Laura Kim. She set out to document the legends of Highway 23 for a video project. She recorded everything: her preparations, her drive, her commentary. In the footage, she jokes about the myths, plays old radio clips, and films mile markers as she goes. But near the end, her tone changes. She says quietly, "It's strange. My GPS says I've been here before." Then she laughs nervously. "I think I just saw my own taillights." The camera flickers. The frame distorts. Then, darkness. Her car was found 3 days later, engine still running. The SD card was blank. Today, Highway 23 still stretches quietly between the forests and the fields, unmarked, unassuming. Most locals avoid it. A few thrill seekers still visit, chasing the myth. But the truth may not lie in any disappearance at all. Some believe the highway is a mirror, not of the world, but of the mind. A place where reality bends to reflection, where your thoughts echo too loudly, where time slows just enough for you to notice yourself fading. Maybe no one vanishes there. Maybe they just forget which world they belong to. So if you ever find yourself on Highway 23 and the fog starts to rise and your radio begins to whisper, don't stop, don't look in the mirror, and whatever you do, don't forget who's driving. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next mystery. See you then.